Hello, I'm Jaron Thompson, and today you're watching SuperPapaJohn. Cue the cheesy intro. So, what up? It's your boy Jaron here, and today we're talking about Suzuki Bakuhatsu on the original PlayStation. Now, Suzuki Bakuhatsu is a game that I came across a few years ago, and it is absolutely bonkers. It's about this girl named Miss Suzuki. I'm guessing that's her name. I don't know Japanese. And she's always getting involved with bombs. So the name Suzuki Bakuhatsu translates to Suzuki Explosion, according to Google Translate. Now, this game was published by Enix, alright? And this isn't some low-level developer. Enix was huge in the 90s, and they're still big today, but we'll get into that. Enix, if you don't know who they are, they made Dragon Quest. Now, Dragon Quest is like the biggest game in Japan. You might not have heard of it if you don't follow many Japanese-developed games, but just a thing to keep in mind is that it's illegal for them to release a Dragon Quest game on a weekday because productivity levels will literally die. It's kind of like here, I'm in Utah, and they have school. School gets like 3 days off when the hunt starts because they know no one will go to school. So if you haven't heard of Enix, then you might have heard of Square-Enix. Back in the day, there used to be two companies, Squaresoft and Enix. Squaresoft made Final Fantasy, Enix made Dragon Quest. Squaresoft made some dumb ideas and spent way too much money on a bad Final Fantasy movie. And then they almost went bankrupt. So Enix and Square merged to make Square-Enix, which makes like every other Japanese video game. Life is Strange, Marvel Avengers, Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts, Nier, Tomb Raider, Balan Wonderworld, the greatest video game of all time. But for you to really understand what Suzuki Bakuhatsu is, I need to show you Suzuki Bakuhatsu. So let's get into it. So the game starts with explosions, and that's going to be a big kind of theme in this game. So this is how all the cutscenes are mostly set up, is just still images with noise. So our girl Suzuki just got a package. And it's a single orange. And she's just okay with that. But there's something special about this orange. It's not just any kind of orange. The orange is a bomb. So this is the meat of the gameplay. So this is what you do. This is basically like bomb diffusion simulator. If you've like ever watched any spy movies, that's 100% what you do in this game. So you, we have the first bomb, which is literally just an orange. We unscrew the top, and there it is. There's the bomb. Now we gotta defuse the bomb. So this game's super slow, so I sped up all this footage to make it more bearable so this video isn't 30 minutes long. And at the end of every bomb, you have to cut either the red wire or the blue wire because that's how all these games work, or how bombs work, I guess. So then when you do it, you get rewarded with Japanese fanfare. And you get ranked on it. I don't know why you care about the rankings, but... And then you move on to the second, and then this is when it kind of becomes apparent of what this game really is. So what this game is, at least here's my opinion, I think some guy had a nice camera and was like, I really want to either take pictures of this random girl or like my girlfriend. Like, I have this girlfriend. Can I make a video game where I just take pictures of her? Because this cutscene, I dramatically cut down this cutscene. It has nothing to do with any story in this game, if you could even call this game having a story. But this goes on for like 5 minutes of just pictures of this girl, and then it like changes locations, and she's like eating and drinking, and it just keeps going. It's kind of weird and creepy. I don't know how this game exists. But yeah, this just keeps going. As I said, I just cut it. And then there's a bomb. That bomb isn't even a puzzle. This cutscene has no meaning. But more bombs. Bombs are following this chick. Miss Suzuki's getting bombs everywhere. So this is the real second level, is right here. So our girl's just chilling in an elevator with the scuba guy. And then I guess they wanted to show off their 3D animation skills, but we also have a umbrella that is a gun umbrella. We have a gun for some reason. Why do we have I don't know why we have a gun, but we have a gun. And she's about to shoot up the place. Well, actually, turns out the gun is a bomb. Which I mean, okay, I guess it's a weapon. Still, it's just a different kind of weapon. So right here where it's kind of nice, there's a lot of Japanese text in this game. For the most part, I was able to complete almost all of it without having to know any Japanese. And what you can do is you can just point Google Translate camera feature at the screen if you do need to read something. So this game is actually quite beatable if you don't know Japanese, because it doesn't require that much reading. This puzzle right here is kind of cool. You gotta like push the scissors back and then you push them forward, because if you push them forward at first, it's gonna cut the blue wire, and then the gun, I guess, explodes. And then you cut the red wire this time. They switch it up on you. You got to cut the red wire. And then that's bomb number 2. So, you know, we're gonna skip ahead a little bit though to my favorite cutscene in the game. So somehow our girl Suzuki is just pondering, I guess, the words of life or something. On a high tower. And she's just looking at the moon, and she's like, man, I love the moon. But there's just something not right about the moon. Has the moon ever thrown you off? Have you ever thought, well, maybe, just maybe, what if the moon was a bomb? So yeah, one of the stages of this game is literally the moon is a bomb and you have to defuse it. And I think that this is so good. So, turns out the moon was a rocket this whole time. Turns out we've been lied to. You know, you thought it was a transformer, but in reality, the moon's not a transformer, but it's a bomb. So you get into the moon and then you get this thing that says like, turn around or something like that. And then you keep on. This game is so weird. This is something that can only exist on the PS1. That's all I'm saying. And then the whole moon is a screw now. And then there's like a cool puzzle in here where you gotta move gears because the gear, like, it blocks the screw, so you gotta move the gears and stuff. But yeah, as you can see, I've sped this footage up like almost quite a bit, like 100%, and it is still like super slow. Like, this game's super slow. As you see, you have a timer the whole time. But right here, I actually fail this right here. I'm gonna die right here because this cutscene's pretty good. So this is what happens when you fail the moon puzzle. And now we get rewarded with the worst game over music I've ever heard. So that's Suzuki Bakuhatsu. I love this game. It's so weird and wacky. There's some other stuff, like there's this one puzzle where you go inside of a water glass, inside like the water molecules, and you have to like navigate this maze to be able to find the bomb. And that one's really hard actually, because that one requires you to kind of know Japanese to navigate the puzzle. But yeah, this game's super weird. I absolutely love weird stuff, you know, stuff that you would never see really being made today. And at the end, there's like this cutscene that is literally full motion video. It's the only time where there's not just still images, and you're literally just watching this random Japanese talk show with these people who never show up again. They could be celebrities, they could be celebrity cameos. I have no idea who these people are. I don't know what they're talking about. I like to believe they're talking about bombs, because, you know, it's Suzuki Bakuhatsu, but yeah, that's this game. I just really wanted to show it off because I've only found like 3 things on YouTube about this game. So the more people know about Suzuki Bakuhatsu, I think the better. I don't think this game will ever get released in the United States, but, you know, who knows? There's been weirder games released in the US. But that's Suzuki Bakuhatsu, a really weird PS1 exclusive game that I just really wanted to show off. So thanks for watching. I guess do that YouTube thing and see you next time.